Allison here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my favorite perfume layering combinations. I have 5 combinations for you. I'm going to do 2 videos. In the next video I'll talk about perfumes that I layer together, but today I'm talking about perfumes that I layer with certain lotions. I would say an extensive collection of scented lotions. Okay, if I'm honest, I have a lot of scented lotions. But I use my scented lotions exclusively for layering, with the side benefit of them also being moisturizing. So if you're interested in seeing what perfumes I layer with which lotions and why, then please stay tuned. Also, I will say that most of this video is facing the perfumes instead of facing me. So you get to see my face for a little bit, but for the rest of the video you'll be looking at the perfumes, because sometimes I like to look at videos where they're just focused on the perfumes. It can be aesthetically pleasing and calming to just see the perfumes in front of the camera. So I decided to give that to you all today in case you find that pleasing also. If you like perfumes, perfume reviews, and perfume collections, then you should go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And as you're watching today's video, if you like it, go ahead and hit the like button. Alrighty, let's go. Today we are talking about perfume layering. Now, there are 2 types of perfume layering when I talk about layering. There's the layering that involves layering 2 or more perfumes. Then there's the layering that involves a perfume layered with a scented body cream or scented lotion or scented oil. Today we're talking about the perfume layering that involves combining a perfume with basically a scented moisturizer. And the point of doing this for me most of the time is to make my perfumes last longer. And the other point is to kind of emphasize aspects of the perfume that I like. Okay, so let's get into these layering combinations. I'll start here with the center. So first up we have Inspire from the Aromatherapy line of Bath & Body Works. The notes in this are violet, sandalwood, and eucalyptus. Sandalwood is the key note in here that I think is working well with this perfume. And this perfume is by Sofia Vergara. It's an eau de parfum, and it's just called simply Sophia. So the Sofia Vergara perfume, it has some purple florals in here, and it has kind of a similarity between Coco Mademoiselle or La Vie Belle by Lancome. I think it leans more towards being a dupe for Coco Mademoiselle Intense. Other reviewers claim they smell more of a La Vie Belle essence when they smell this. But when I combine it with the Inspire body oil from Bath & Body Works, which is also available as a body cream. Right now they've discontinued the body oil for a while, but the body cream is still available. Basically, when I wear these 2 together, the sandalwood mixes with this the most in my opinion. And sandalwood can have obviously a woody smell, but it's more of a creamy woody smell instead of like a strong, harsh woody smell or strong outdoorsy smell. To me, I smell creaminess in sandalwood more. And when I combine these 2, I feel like it kind of makes this more creamy. The disadvantage is that it also makes it a bit more towards the masculine side than the feminine side. Sophia by Sofia Vergara, even though it's marketed to women, I feel like it can be a unisex smell. Men can wear this scent, women can wear this scent. When I layer it with this body oil, I think it would make more sense to some people. For men, I'm smelling it now because I layered it on the top of my right arm, and I definitely could see how if a guy was wearing this, you wouldn't bat an eye at all. You wouldn't think he's wearing women's perfume. But on me, I like it too. I love it actually. I just feel like this combination is for certain occasions. There are certain occasions as a woman when you're just wanting to smell like a boss, and not the soft boss, because as a woman you can still come off like a boss and come out feminine, but there are times where you are just trying to have people listen to you and take you seriously. And for some reason, as a woman, if we come off ultra feminine, some people translate that to mean I can't take her seriously right now. Maybe people are so in awe of the beauty of our femininity that they can't think about anything else. I'll use that as an excuse. But sometimes you don't have time for that. There are days and moments when you don't have time for that. You have things to do. You have goals to accomplish. You're not necessarily trying to come off like the B word, but you need people to take you seriously. You're wearing all black, and not because you're going out to the nightclub. You're wearing a black business suit. Your makeup is minimal, but nice and together. Your hair is pulled back. You're not wearing it in long, luscious layers. It's pulled back and you're serious. You're not trying to get rid of your femininity, but you're making people focus on the part of you that is strong and serious. And that's what this combination does for me. It evokes that strong, serious essence, but you still smell good. You still smell like a woman, but people are paying attention to what you have to say. People aren't getting so distracted by how pretty you smell or how sexy you smell that they're not paying attention to the message you're trying to convey right now. So that's why I like this combination. Even though it can feel masculine and it would definitely work for a man, I think it still works for women in a specific context. Next, we have Poison Girl Eau de Toilette by Christian Dior. And the current combination that I'm talking about is when I layer it with orange and ginger from the Aromatherapy line of Bath & Body Works. They specifically call this scent Energy. I like to layer it with Poison Girl Eau de Toilette by Christian Dior. The orange scent and Energy works really well with the citrus notes of Poison Girl because I like the brightness that comes out when I layer it with this orange ginger scent. And the orange ginger combination also has a little bit of a more zesty, spicy feel that makes it different, because the orange smell in and of itself is honestly very typical and easy. The way it works with that ginger and then the tonka bean and Poison Girl, it just makes it really, I want to use the word different from beautiful because I use that a lot. So I'll say it makes it uniquely feminine. This is more close to the girly side than the womanly side, but honestly it's right in between girlish and womanly. It's feminine, but it's not ultra feminine. It's honestly kind of like a calm femininity. It's not the type of femininity that screams, "I'm a woman," as soon as you enter the room, but it's still very much the smell of a feminine, graceful presence. I also like that I smell it longer when I layer these two together. Poison Girl Eau de Toilette, it lasts a long time on my skin, but it can become a skin scent. But when I layer it with this, it emanates a little bit longer, and I love that about it too. So that's why I like this combination. I love that the orange and the ginger pop with the citrus notes of Poison Girl and make it last longer, but also makes it more zesty and spicy and unique. Next up, we have Love from the Aromatherapy line of Bath & Body Works. And this is the Essential Oils Body Lotion. So it's not an ultra shea cream, which is more of your thick cream or your thick lotion, but it's still a moisturizing lotion that works nicely. But this perfume is Armani Si Fiori. I loved Armani Si for the longest time, but then I kind of got overwhelmed by it, and I found myself liking Si Fiori more. And two of the main notes in Si Fiori are rose and vanilla. So it has that Armani Si smell, but a bit more rosy, a bit more vanillic. It's close to the skin, and the lasting power is decent, not necessarily blow your mind amazing. So when I layer these two together, what this combination does is help that Si Fiori to last longer. It still is pretty much a skin scent, but it just lasts longer. That's the main reason I wear these two together, to make Si Fiori last longer. It doesn't really change the smell. It actually just emphasizes the smell. The rose vanilla on its own doesn't smell exactly like Si, but it's pretty simple in its composition, rose and vanilla. So when you layer it with C, it just emphasizes the rose and vanilla and Si Fiori, basically. So that's why I like layering these two together, to make C last longer, or Si Fiori. The Armani Si Fiori smell, to me, is feminine. Most of the scents I'm talking about today are feminine, but this one is soft femininity. When I smell this, I picture a woman who is wearing her hair in curls, or if she's not wearing it in curls, she's wearing it out and hanging and letting it blow in the wind. And if she has a ponytail, then she still has like some type of swoop bang, something where her hair catches the air and layers around her face and emphasizes how soft and pretty she is. And I also picture a woman who wears pastel colors. She wears white, or she wears pink. She actually probably loves pink, but more of that pastel pink instead of that fuchsia pink. Fuchsia pink is just too out there for her. This is a soft, graceful woman, and this is a soft, graceful smell to go with it. And again, this is Armani Si Fiori, layered with Love by Bath & Body Works, and the notes in Love by Bath & Body Works are rose and vanilla. Okay, this one right here, this one packs a punch. This is a new scent from Bath & Body Works, Strawberry. It is hard to find. They had planned to release it around March, but then COVID hit and shut down a lot of their stores. So all of the bottles they had of products that had this new smell pretty much sat on the shelf. I think because these sat on the shelf, they're hesitant to just release them. Maybe they're considered expired technically, quote unquote, but they're not really expired. And I think they're just kind of easing their way into releasing these because of how long these kind of sat on the shelf while stores were shut down. But if you're able to get your hands on this, please get it. I rarely am drawn to strawberry smells as far like a pure strawberry smell. And the reason is because a lot of times a strawberry smell is hard to achieve without smelling fake or synthetic. To me, this smells like the juiciest, most real strawberry smell I've ever encountered in a scent. Mon Paris is a perfume that has a strawberry note. When I smell Mon Paris on its own, I can pick up the strawberry, but it's not necessarily the star. It works well with the other notes. Whew. But when I layer these two together, that strawberry shines and everything else works well with it. It has patchouli to give it that depth and lasting power. This combination is so luscious. If you have Mon Paris, which already lasts a long time for most people and projects well for most people, but if you just want to smell even more delicious, layer it on top of this strawberry scent by Bath & Body Works. Like I said, it's not in many stores, and I'm still telling you about it because I'm basically saying, if you see this, if you happen to see this in your Bath & Body Works, you better get it. Snatch it up. Because the thing is, even if you don't necessarily love it, somebody will, simply because this is hard to find. It's going to make a good gift because somebody out there is going to smell this and think, I'm so glad you got this for me. Because I went online to buy some more and they aren't available online. Right now, these aren't available online, the strawberry scent. So if you're able to find it, definitely get it, even if to re-gift it for someone else. But if you have Mon Paris, please get it. Unless you just hate the thought of being the most delicious woman in the room, unless the idea of smelling bitey and scrumptious actually disgusts you. If you're disgusted by that idea, then don't get it and don't layer it with Mon Paris. But if you cool with that, if you can handle it, or you actually love that, then get strawberry ultra shea body cream and layer Mon Paris on top of it. You will love it. Other people will love it. If you have a partner, your partner will love it, and your partner is going to buy you. I hope you don't mind. I hope you actually like it. Last but not least, we are layering Sweet Whiskey Ultra Shea Body Cream with Juicy Couture's Gold Couture. So, Juicy Couture Gold Couture. It is a very popular scent, a very popular perfume. And it's mostly so popular because men love it on women. Women who wear this have often talked about how much men or how often men compliment them when they wear this scent. Men wax poetic about this scent. If you want to see a man just go on and on and on about Juicy Couture Gold Couture, type Jeremy Fragrance Juicy Couture Gold Couture into the search box of YouTube and just listen to him go on and on and on and on about how ultrally perfect this scent is. Now, me personally, I enjoy this scent, but in no way is this in my top 5 or even my top 10. But I still like wearing it, and I don't mind every once in a while wearing something that kind of pleases the fellas, or that quite pleases the fellas. My issue with this perfume, as with most perfumes in the Viva La Juicy line, is that it doesn't last. Doesn't last. But if you layer it on top of Sweet Whiskey by Bath and Body Works, now you have a perfume that lasts. The notes in Sweet Whiskey are amber, vanilla, and red berries. I think, if memory serves me correctly, Juicy Couture Gold Couture has some fruity elements as well. So I think that's why these work so well together, because both of them are essentially sweet, warm smells. Juicy Couture Gold Couture, just listening to the name Gold Couture, sounds like a warm scent, and it is. It's a warm, sweet scent. Sweet Whiskey is warm and decadent and rich. I'm thinking I may need the body mist. Maybe not. I don't need it, but I kind of want it just because of how much I love the smell of the body cream. But if you layer these two together, you will have a scent that now smells as good as it always smelled, especially to men, but it lasts longer. Okay, so that concludes today's video, the first in my series on layering combinations. A few people have asked me for some recommendations since I've casually mentioned how much I like to layer in other videos. So I hope this video was informative and pleasant and enjoyable for you guys. If it was, then please let me know in the comments. Again, thanks for watching it, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.